Good morning. It is Baby Friday. It is August the 12th here with Heidi and Colette on a very foggy morning, the day after of the perfect storm almost. That was crazy.
Yes.
I was absolutely soaked. I was sitting in my car waiting for it to die down. Well, waiting for it to start dropping vertically instead of horizontally, that weather, the rain last night.
Yes.
And I'm sitting in front of the store to run in. I'm like, I can do this, no problem. 4-inch heels, no problem.
Nice.
Soaked to the bone.
Well, for my part, I left work at my usual, like about 3:30.
Yeah.
And I was standing just under we have a little miniature canopy just over the top of our stairs. And, the rain had kind of dwindled to just sort of like a steady drizzle.
Yeah.
But as soon as I stepped out from under the canopy, it began
The floodgates open?
to gush. Like in the 10 steps or so that it took me to get from work into my car, I was wet and uncomfortable and just this side of crabby.
Well, I love me a good thunder boomer, and I got one yesterday, so that's great. And we are going to throw to Craig to find out what's going on in the next few days. But when we come back, we're going to talk about a possible possible tornado that hit St. Joe's Island.
Yes.
And you're going to talk about our watershed issues. But we're going to go to the master weather first, Craig Huckerby.
Well, that was some wild storm yesterday. We're not sure if it was a tornado yet. We're still waiting to hear from Environment Canada. It could be a microburst, which means a straight line wind that caused the damage. If it was a tornado, things would be all around it. So that's what they're going to be looking for at first, to see if the debris is scattered around as opposed to just being pushed out to the front. So we're still waiting for word on that, but definitely a wild night. And we had all the perfect ingredients for a tornado yesterday. So it could very well have been an F0 tornado that hit St. Joe Island. So we'll let you know about that. But right now, let's talk about today. We are in for a much calmer, fresher day today. We'll take a look at the radar and show you that we don't really have a lot to worry about out to the west. We have just clear conditions. We may see some clouds fill in late this afternoon as a wraparound from that low pressure system that moved out of the area yesterday. But for the most part, we're going to be dry and just clear skies today. So let's take a look at your 12-hour forecast. Sunny skies this morning. Temperature's not bad. Humidity levels pretty much almost cut in half today, and they're going to continue to drop over the next couple of days as we see some fresher air come in. But for today, it's going to be just a beautiful summer day here in the Soo. I'll give you your complete 3-day forecast coming up in just a couple of minutes.
Man, he's so great. He tells us exactly how it is. Thanks, Craig. And yes, wild indeed. So just want to start off, did the tornado hit? We just heard from Craig how to differentiate between the tornado and what was another terminology? I'm sorry, how he said it just comes in and it swoops in, but tornadoes leave damage around it. That's so thanks for that, Craig. But a strong line of severe thunderstorms, like we said, occurred yesterday and rolled into the area around 3:30, just about the time I was leaving. And it may have produced this tornado. Environment Canada is still looking into that. Mm-hmm. There's a little picky for you that someone sent in. Thank you to our viewers for sending in pictures and vid like this. Please continue to do that. Reports to Soo Online and on TVs did say that trees were down everywhere, outdoor furniture was flown about, and even a flagpole, which would go along with what Craig was just saying with a tornado, that things tend to get damaged.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Wow.
So Environment Canada did issue the thunderstorm warning for St. Joe's around 2:30. The funnel cloud was seen on the Huron line of St. Joe's Island. It is not known if the cloud actually touched the ground. Strong winds were reported as the thunderstorm hit the area.
Okay.
We were told that many residents on the island were currently in cleanup mode, and chainsaws could be heard all over the area as many trees came down. So I guess we'll wait and see what Environment Canada has for that later today. But it was a significant storm. I was almost Mary Poppined. Oh. Without the umbrella, I'm not lying. I was running to the door of the Rome's, and I was like, "I'm going this way."
Yeah.
Anyway, so there we go. Tornado or not tornado?
Dorothy, come home. Yes,
exactly.
Okay, so and then on the heels of that, of course, because of the significant amount of rain that had been predicted, I have to talk to you now about the watershed.
It's your favorite thing to talk about, your watershed. Define watershed.
I have in the past, and if you didn't catch it then, you're not getting it now, so Google that. Because I've already spoken the words and I will not repeat them. Watershed.
We just didn't know what it meant, but Craig always updates us and lets us know.
Yes, the watershed. Okay, the watershed condition status is to follow. So the Sault Ste. Marie Region Conservation Authority would like to issue, and did issue yesterday, a flood outlook statement for area residents regarding the current watershed conditions.
Oh.
And so this is a statement, of course, that they send out to inform residents and raise the level of awareness. Watershed having to do with water levels, rising and falling. And as was forecasted yesterday, rainfall amounts were predicted in the 25 to 50 millimeter range. So, and in some areas, possibly exceeding 50 milliliters, or 50 millimeters, due to strong thunderstorms. So when they did issue the warning, of course, everything was at normal levels, but they were watching it carefully, and they were reminding people how important it is to remember that water in rivers and streams and channels will be very cold. They will be fast flowing during significant rainfall events. So the Sault Region Conservation Authority monitored the situation closely, and residents and visitors were urged to stay away from the flood control channels and waterways. So of course the statement was in effect until what is it today? It will be in effect until tomorrow. So, so do please continue to be aware, be careful around flowing water, and be mindful of the watershed conditions.
Thank you, Heidi, for the watershed update. I find it hilarious. You know what? I do. There's a
watershed is very, very serious. It's very serious.
Okay, moving on to something more serious, perhaps. No, I'm just kidding. The elder and mayor thanking Sault Ste. Marie. This is a really great story that has been posted by Dan Gray yesterday. So with regards to what's going on in northeastern Ontario and how people were being evacuated, we did receive a message from Mayor Provenzano with regards to them thanking the North Spirit Lake First Nation. They stayed at the water tower. They are back home. But it's a really beautiful piece that the mayor put together. And he considers meeting those from this First Nation community that were staying here one of the best parts of his job as being mayor in the last few years. So it was really significant to him. And it's very, I'm just going to read a couple of excerpts from it. The community is largely aware that they welcomed just under 100 guests from North Spirit Lake First Nation. They did return home, as I said. The mayor goes on to say he had the privilege of meeting everyone and a number of people that came here from North Spirit Lake. He went to the water tower to talk to them, and he was just taken aback by how thankful they were and how grateful they were of the city of Sault Ste. Marie. And they talked about how awesome residents of Sault Ste. Marie are and how welcoming they have been to them. There's a list of people that the mayor did recognize and thank, including David Jones from Turtle Concepts, Batchewana First Nation, Kathy, and the entire team at Indigenous Friendship Center. Again, good morning, Darla, because I know you do watch.
Darla!
Hi, Darla. And it's APH, Red Cross Sioux area, but all these organizations came together in a time of need for this First Nation community. If you have a moment, go take a view of what Dan has put out on that.
Okay, great. So we'll keep with the theme of the weather and whatnot and natural phenomenon, because a situation has occurred out in Gooley. They have posted pictures and they have communicated with us that there's been a significant drop in the water levels. Almost 4 feet in the lake level actually
4
was followed.
feet?
Yeah,
That's a lot. That's almost
that
me.
is a lot. That's
almost
a
me
lot.
and you.
Yeah, look at that. See, that should be underwater.
Look at that sunset, though.
Now, people who are, who have lived in the area for a significant amount of time, they of course are familiar with this phenomenon. It is called a siche. Okay, kind of rhymes with quiche.
Yeah, it does.
The breakfast French tart.
You're a breakfast French tart. I'm gonna start calling you quiche.
Quiche.
Oh, I love it.
She's eggy.
We're waking
She's
up
tartish.
now, Lenis.
Yes. but I'm never flaky. My crusts are fantastic.
Excellent. She's got
All
great
right.
crust.
So seiches then are potentially dangerous, but they are a natural phenomenon. And this is coming to us with information. And Dan, of course, has put this together in a snazzy article, just kind of giving us some information as put forward by the National Park Service. So what can cause these significant drops in water levels? Earthquakes, wind, sudden changes in atmospheric pressure, heavy rains, surges in glacial meltwater from nearby mountains, and variations in water density. So a seiche then is defined as a stationary or standing wave that oscillates, right?
Yeah.
Like a pendulum in an enclosed or partially enclosed body of water. In the Great Lakes, they are typically caused when strong winds and rapid changes in atmospheric pressure can cause the water to actually pile to one end. Yeah. But what can happen though is when the wind stops, the water then returns quickly to the other side. So kind of a cool thing, you know, if you're observing it from a safe place. In the case of Lake Superior, the phenomenon takes about 8 hours for the water to leave and then come back, and when it does, things start to float.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I consider you a natural phenomenon, my friend, and I just thought I'd say that. I thought of you. Anyway, when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit about COVID. We've got some provincial updates for you. We've got some funnies too, factoids, social media. It's all coming up right after this.
Yes.
First Local, supported by the Canadian Bush Plain Heritage Centre, where adventure takes off. First Local, supported by Gary Chervinsky, Exit Realty, Lake Superior. Buying a home is a big decision, so is choosing the right agent. Call Gary Chervinsky, broker at Exit Realty, Lake Superior, 705-257-5432.
First Local, supported by Maker North, 3D printing, laser cutting, 3D design, education, prototyping, and more. Maker North, whatever it takes. Good morning and welcome back to First Local Mornings. You are here with Colette and Heidi on the flip side of significant environmental turbulence.
Oh yes, it's been a weathery day.
Yes, a weathery day yesterday. And so we're talking to you a lot about the weather.
Yeah. It's very foggy too. Dan Gray did call us in. He is north. Sorry to cut you off.
That's okay.
Natural phenomenon.
No.
He was north of the city.
Very foggy.
Yeah, I think he's north of Fourth Line. I think you believe he said. The fog patches are so great that he's barely. Well, he said he's doing 30 kilometers an hour. So
yeah, it was.
Be careful if you're driving and
very
slow
bad
down.
visibility, and and interestingly, people still will feel the need to kind of ride right on the back of you, right? Like to the point where you want to ask the truck behind you, like, would you be more comfortable in my back seat? Like, because you're blinding me with your freaking lights, and you're starting to make me mad. So then there's that, but
There's my snidey. Oh, well, that's what it looks like right now. So apparently the fog has lifted, folks. Maybe we should let that go for Craig.
So talking about visibility and traffic, we do have a notice from the City Public Works and Engineering Services Department. 5th Line East from Great Northern Road to Schultz Road will be closed today to facilitate the replacement of a cross culvert. Access to homes and businesses in the area will be maintained through Schultz Road. The affected area is expected to reopen to traffic on tonight, so the evening of the 12th. Motorists, of course, are always urged to be cautious, but in particular around this time and this area, obey all signage. Do that. And the City of Sault Ste. Marie thanks its citizens for their patience and cooperation during this temporary road closure.
Okay, thank you very much. Well, there was a little bit of a plane accident yesterday, on August 10th, I believe. Not yesterday, 2 days ago. Members of the Sault Ste. Marie Detachment of the OPP, Batchewana First Nation, Anishinaabeg Police Service, the Marine Unit, and the District of Sault Ste. Marie Paramedic Services. So all hands on deck were advised of a Challenger 2 ultralight aircraft that had crashed into Lake George in the area of Squirrel Island. The aircraft was crashing into Lake George and it capsized and it sank. The pilot was the only occupant of the aircraft. He did escape, and a nearby boat picked up the pilot and transported him to shore. That is a movie starring Tom Cruise entitled Mission Impossible. Isn't it?
Well, yes.
Just say yes. 'Cause
Yes.
I'm in a crabby mood today. The pilot was then transported to hospital with minor injuries. TSB, which would be your Transportation Safety Board, has been notified, and you bet it, an investigation is ongoing.
Okay, good. Well, shall I hop into COVID?
I want the applause.
Oh yeah, can we get some canned laughter?
You know what? I feel like
It's a
we need
hard
some
day.
canned laughter, applause, just for being here today. That's how I feel this morning.
Yes.
Yeah. Way to go, Heidi and Colette, for putting makeup on and being in front of the camera at 8 a.m.
Yes.
It wasn't for me. Come on.
Oh, I'm for
I
Michael
make you
too.
look good.
Yeah. So
well,
if we got a little. I've got like.
Mike had his makeup on a lot earlier than I did.
I've got
so
cobwebs
great.
this morning, so I apologize if you're watching for the first time. I'm usually not this boring.
Oh, the cobwebs. Did you see? I showed you the picture. That's why cobwebs are in your head.
Yeah.
You know, I encourage people. Okay, so I took a
You
picture.
hate spiders, though.
I took a picture today because I was coming up the stairs, you know, and like we
comes up the
work
stairs like
in,
this.
you know, we're here, you know, in an industrial setting and whatnot, and
Yeah.
I try to, you know, see good things, right? And there was a beautiful spider
too.
web all beaded up with water, and I don't know, those things kind of give me a boost, so I took a picture of it.
That's a nice picture.
Put it up there on the on Facebook.
Yeah.
But as I was posting, I'm thinking, now, you know what's interesting is some people will only see what's behind it, which is the big industrial air conditioner and the cement walls. But a select few of my contacts will see what I saw, which was the pretty, the beautiful
you
of the
see
dewy
what I
web. So,
see?
yeah. So anyway, that. So
that.
now I'm going to rip away the beauty, and I'm going to talk to you about the COVID.
The COVID. The vid. Let's do the vid, lady. We got
That's
3
right.
minutes.
Okay.
Vid.
Here's the update on the Rona.
All right.
Locally, we have nothing new to report. Not
Okay,
since
and that's
August
the show,
9th.
folks.
There we
Have an awesome Baby Friday.
So we are static at 408 cases, 2 of which are listed as being active. 112 variants of concerns, which does represent, you know, a slight increase to the tune of 2. Provincially, we are looking at, yesterday, the province did report 324 new cases. Yes, 3
Yes.
additional deaths, unfortunately. 6th straight day that daily cases have topped the 300 mark in the province. So we want to see that number go back down,
Yeah.
right? Because we were doing really well
Sure.
there for a while.
Yeah.
Now, they're starting to report some things. The majority of Wednesday's new cases are unvaccinated people.
Yeah.
234. Ooh, 234.
234. And
Okay.
We're both
Followed
number
by-
people.
Now, but they're also balancing it, okay? So fully vaccinated people, 58. Partially vaccinated, 32,
Yeah.
okay? So among those hospitalized, excluding those in intensive care, the majority are partially vaccinated.
Yeah.
Followed, so 37 are partially vaccinated.
Yeah.
32 are unvaccinated, and 6 are fully vaccinated.
Sorry, can I interrupt for one
Please do,
second?
yeah.
And not interrupt. I want to have a conversation about this because that's what we do here on First
Okay,
Local.
yeah, well.
How many of those are 12 and under where they don't have a vaccine? Where they don't have a vaccination? This is not posing to you. I'm posing this question out there. Like, I wonder,
Yeah.
who
I'd
are these
like to-
unvaccinated?
I'd like to think that they would report that. I still think that children, although I have heard that some children now are starting to show symptoms, whereas before they had kind of indicated that children
Yeah.
were more of carriers and
Yeah.
shedding that virus everywhere
They're all
without.
cesspools. You can be in a JK class. My
Well,
kids,
like, see,
everybody's got a running
we
nose.
made
like,
a joke like at the height of all the darkness and the dismal, like, you know, I mean, because you know kids are going to be running around the place.
Oh, they're totally licking.
Rona.
Totally licking.
So,
All right, we got to throw to a commercial.
yeah.
Sorry to cut you off there.
Anything else? No worries. No.
That was good.
On its website, the province did note, this is interesting,
Okay,
cases
yeah.
by vaccination status status may not match the daily COVID-19 case count because records with a missing or invalid health card number cannot be linked. So yeah, so
Okay.
I what do you do with that, right? So here are
don't know.
some numbers. They may or may not be accurate, but hey, here are some numbers. Drink your coffee, go about your business.
Well, I have something that's pretty accurate. There was 137 COVID-infected flights landed in Canada in the first week of August. We'll talk about that when we come right back.
First Local, supported by Aug12 Family and Community Services. Be an alternative care parent. A child needs you.
The COVID-19 pandemic in Canada is serious. We must continue to practice all public health measures. Follow local guidelines for gatherings. Maintain physical distancing. Wash your hands, wear a mask, and download the COVID Alert app. If you have symptoms, even mild ones, stay home. Protect yourself and others. We've come too far to stop now.
A message from the Government of Canada.
First Local, supported by James Seaton, Mortgage Specialist. Your new home doesn't come with mortgage advice. I do. Call James Seaton Mortgage Specialist, RBC 705-975-1519. First Local.
Don't know.
Good morning and welcome back to First Local Mornings with
Maybe.
Colette and Heidi. I'm not sure.
12th of August.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's.
That was an interesting commercial. I'm going to dive right into that little
that.
piece that I
Do
threw at
that.
you. It's called a tease. I teased you. 137 COVID-infected flights landed in Canada in the first week of August. The number of COVID-19 infected airline passengers who hit that soil in the first week were international flights landed in Canada. Doesn't say exactly where or break them down. Let's see, maybe it does. In the first week of August, 137 international flights. In July, there were over 400. The Toronto Sun is reporting this morning. Most of the 435 flights back in July were from the United States. The bulk of the infected passengers landed in... Where'd they land?
At the airport.
Which one in Canada? Toronto and Montreal. So I think it's the Trudeau Airport in Montreal and Pearson Airport here. You're supposed to be my wing woman.
Sorry, I missed that one.
What?
I'm getting a message from my auntie.
Hello, auntie. The Public Health Agency of Canada recently issued fines to 2 passengers who did arrive from Toronto. We've already talked about that, and they provided false documentation that, hey, they've been vaccinated, but it was done maybe in Crayola. I don't know. I don't know because it was fake. I would like to see it as fake. I want to see how they knew it was fake. It's like this, the R's backwards, you know?
Did you ever
I got me my vaccination.
Did you ever watch Welcome Back, Kotter?
Oh my God, did I ever watch it? I love that.
So they've got
obsessed with that.
some notes scribbled out, signed Heidi's doctor.
That's exactly what it is. I guarantee you. Anyways, what's else is on your list for COVID?
No, I don't want to talk about COVID anymore.
We are off. My
I'm
kids
done.
just lost. You know what? I don't know.
I don't
what's
want
with
to talk
today.
about COVID. I'm done.
Before the
I might come back to COVID, but in the meantime, I want to talk about the
Okay.
Sue Music
Let's do
Project.
that.
I really
Let's talk
like
happy things
music.
today.
Yeah. Now, Sue Music Project
either.
actually is something that has taken nearly 4 years to complete.
Yeah.
Now, this has to do, it's being given a place of honor in the Naturally Gifted Music exhibit at the Sault Ste. Marie.
That's a great city. I've been there. Sault Ste.
You know what? And I just want to let everybody know.
Me.
This is my second coffee, so I'm fully caffeinated.
Oh.
There is no reason for me to be tripping over my tongue, and I'm not even sure what's happening. However,
It's okay. You're doing great.
okay, so the Sue Music Project then.
Yes.
Place of honor in the Naturally Gifted Music exhibit at the Sault Ste. Marie Museum. You can check it out not this Friday, but Friday, August the 27th. As a presentation of the document will take place at 7:05 p.m. in the main gallery. Now, this is a project actually. Look at this, some pictures. Look at that.
The Down Under. What's going on down under?
Well, they're playing music down
We
under.
come from under, down under.
Oh, so this was actually inspired by a trip to Sault Ste. Marie Museum in the fall of 2017, and that heralded the beginning of the project's story. Sean Antler visited the newly created music exhibit to gather information for the Rotary Fest Rewind reunion on the festival stage 1. And that took place, for those of you who did not attend, you might remember, I remember, in the summer of 2018. So the permanent exhibit was created by Rick Datson, who is the assistant curator of the museum.
Okay.
And in 2017, Datson, a local musician himself, we have so many gifted musicians in our community. It's really just this side of craziness. He wanted to, so Datson then wanted to preserve the history of local music.
Yeah.
So the exhibit then showcases music-related memorabilia, photos, original recordings that Datson had collected over a 17-year period, and that individuals have since donated. So,
Okay. Awesome.
yeah. So anyway, again, you can go and check this enhanced exhibit showcasing our glorious musical history here locally on Friday, August 27th. From 6:30 to 8:30, and remember that at 7:05 they will be making a presentation of the specific document kind of capturing the significance of this event. Yeah, this is posted to our website, so you can go check it out. You know, if you want more information, you can email Sean Antler at santler@shaw.ca or give him a call at 971-0471.
Okay, well, it's time to misbehave. Another Austin Powers reference. Come Out and Jive is what's going on in Sault Ste. Marie on August the 21st, and Tomica is putting together a top-notch shindig, y'all, to raise funds to support local and enjoy some summer vibes, all on National Honey Bee Day. This is right up your alley.
Well,
My
yes.
natural phenomenon. Yes, that's Saturday, August 21st at the Butch Plain Heritage Museum. There you go.
Okay.
You're going to go? It's from 5 to 11.
I might.
I think you should.
I don't know. I made sure the bees got fed.
You're Queen Bee.
Queen bee. What? No,
B-E-E is what I
bee,
meant.
Yes. Well, I can be the other bee too. Ask anyone. Well,
No, don't ask
anyone
me.
who matters anyway. Okay. So I said I wasn't going to come back to the COVID, but you know what? I forgot we do have some information. No, but this is good, right? Because this has to do with
It's
the
good
kids
for us.
going
It's not
back
good for
to
Mike
school.
who's trying to follow us along on this.
Yeah, the kids are going back to school, so that's all good, right?
Crazy.
Oh, Mike, you love it. You love it. All right. Yeah.
I want to get more comfortable then if we're doing it. If we're going off the... Look, I'm wearing jeans. Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Oh, I threw you off, babe.
So
Sorry.
Ontario No, I've got okay, so Ontario
What's going
COVID.
on with us today?
The province has put out outbreak management guidance for schools, okay? So, and I think it's important to share this because some parents may have some levels of anxiety about the kids going back into congregate setting, and, you know, because certainly they've indicated they're going to be relaxing some of the regulations. Here's an overview, and again, this is posted to our website because I'm going to blast through this quickly because, of course, I've got the ever-present countdown in my ear. So, the following updates have been made to provide further clarity and to promote alignment with new provincial guidance relating to variants of concern. So, the guidance supports public health unit investigation associated with childcare and before and after school programs in addition to the schools. Public health units may ask that school principals or their designates dismiss individuals or cohorts while awaiting results of public health investigation. All household contacts of an ill individual must isolate while test results of the ill individual are pending, or for 14 days from break in contact with the ill individual if the ill individual is not to be tested. Household contacts of asymptomatic individuals identified as high-risk contacts should be advised to stay home except for essential reasons, which may include attending work, school, or childcare.
Yeah.
Sure. Cohorts of probable, in addition to confirmed cases, should be dismissed and directed to isolate. And rather than conducting individual level risk assessments within the classroom and before or after care cohorts, it's recommended that whole student cohorts of confirmed or probable cases be considered high risk. Wow.
Yeah,
Close
it's a lot.
contacts who should be dismissed and directed to quarantine, regardless of where cohort contacts were seated or positioned in relation to the case.
Yeah.
So there, an overview, very fast. I just read a lot of words, and I was able to do so courtesy of coffee. If I went too quickly, please do go to our website at SiouxOnline.com. The article is posted there. I do have to clarify, my good friend Kimberly just let me know that Sean Antler is in fact a woman. I did attribute a masculine
Thank you for
property to that name,
Thank you.
and for that I apologize, Sean. I do actually have two friends who are named Sean, and they are both women.
think it's a
So
great
I was
female
wrong
name.
to make
It's
that
an awesome name
assumption,
for a
and I
female.
apologize. You do some good work, woman.
All right, now because kids are going back to school, there's a question out there. When do you get your kid a cell phone? I've got the answer when we come right back.
First Local, supported by Need window coverings? Locally owned and operated, NAC completes window coverings from start to finish. Call or message us today to schedule your free quote and experience what NAC can do for you.
Always stay humble and kind. Don't expect a free ride from no one. Don't hold a grudge or a chip, and here's why. Bitterness keeps you from flying. Always stay humble and kind. Yeah.
First Local, supported by Northern Safety and Training, locally owned and operated. Get your DZ training for only $2,300 plus tax. Call 705-987-8460 for more information.
Welcome back. It is Baby Friday, which is your Thursday, August the 12th. We talked weather, and more weather, whether you like it or not. And we have Craig Huckleberry. He's ready to give us more.
Thank you very much, and a much calmer day today. We'll take a look at the satellite and we'll show you what's left of that cold front that came through yesterday and produced that potential tornado on the island. It's this front right here. You can see it's still kind of blowing up. There's still storms blowing up over the last 12 hours on this loop as that front makes its way out. We're now in the dry slot, what we call the dry slot with a low pressure system. We do have some wraparound cloud that might come into our area later on this afternoon into our evening, but we're going to be dry and the air is a lot less humid today, though we still have a little bit of humid because we saw so much rain yesterday. We're going to actually start to feel drier as the a cooler air comes in. So let's take a look now at the radar. You can see there's really nothing to worry about here. There's the last little bit of that cold front moving out. So we're looking at a mainly sunny sky today with just some happy clouds maybe coming in. As far as temperatures go, not bad, 26. It's going to feel closer to 32 because we still have that little bit of humidity in the area. But these temperatures will be on their way down for the next couple of days, giving us some fresh air going into the weekend. As far as our day today, this is what we look like and this is what we have coming. So we have this little cold front now moving in. That's going to be basically bringing in the cooler air today. We may see some winds pick up from the northwest later on today, but nothing substantial at this point. And then we're watching this. This is another heat dome, and we're going to start feeling that heat dome later on this weekend into next week as we see our temperatures get right back up there. So today, 26, less humid. It's going to still be a little humid, but not like the last couple of days. 21 for your day tomorrow. It is going to be a little windier tomorrow from the northwest, making it just even fresher for you. And then for Saturday, sunny skies, 24 degrees, right where we should be as far as temperatures go. And then we see our temperatures jump up to 28 and stay that way for most of next week. So not looking all that bad, actually. Lots of sun, too. That is your weather right now. We're going to send it right back to Heidi and Colette.
Thank you, Craig. You are awesome sauce. Let's dive into the world of social media. Or maybe a factoid that one later.
A factoid?
Yeah. We're going to pop it out quickly because we got
factoid.
tons of news still to bring to you. So stay tuned after that.
So, all right. This day in 2009, I want to talk to you about guitarists.
So where was I in 2009? Let me get there mentally. What year are we now? 20. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. I'm there.
Yeah, okay, she's there now. Okay. So on this day.
I don't like it. Hurry up. I don't want to be in 2009.
Are you okay?
I'm good.
Okay, I'll bring you back here right now.
Okay, go.
Okay.
She's going to slap me.
I'm not going to leave you in
coffee.
2009.
She's going to slap me and you're going to all win.
Yeah, now I'm burning through my coffee.
Okay,
at an
2009.
accelerated rate.
2009,
Damn
I'm
it.
sorry.
What's left is freaking cold now. Okay, today's date, August 12, 2009. I want to talk to you about guitarist Les Paul. Les Paul did die on this day in hospital at White Plains, New York at the age of 94, having been suffering from severe pneumonia. Now, Les Paul is credited with developing one of the first solid body electric guitars, which went on sale in 1952 and contributed to the birth of rock. He also developed other influential recording innovations such as multi-track recording and overdubbing. Okay, very, very, very significant accomplishments, very influential. In the early 50s, Les Paul and his wife, Mary Ford, had a string of hits including Mockingbird Hill, How High the Moon, and Vaya con Dios.
Excellent. Thank you very much for that factoid. That just reminds me, speaking of someone who had passed away, yesterday we brought to you that Tony Esposito passed away, our Suite. Obviously, everybody knows him as an NHL goaltender and famously known for his butterfly save. You did an interview with Jean yesterday, and we're going to touch on that in the fifth block, which is the last effort, 8:50, around that mark. You want to share that interview? Yeah, so just wanted to tease that out. That was great yesterday. He was a personal friend, also from the Sioux, also involved in the NHL, so stay tuned for that. Over to you. Sorry.
So social media or talking about the interview? Social media. Okay, she's inclining her head, and I don't know how.
No, but I was just like, it was such a great interview. I just wanted to make sure people stick around.
Yeah, definitely stick around for that because it was a great interview. Gene Ubriaco is a lovely man, very prolific in terms of accomplishment.
Absolutely.
But if you want to know more about the interview, you're going to have to hold out for that.
That's exactly. Tease.
I want to talk.
Tease you.
I want to talk to our social media followers.
Okay.
So
let's do it.
Good morning, Margaret McKegg. She says, good morning, all. See how I did that? I flipped it. I said good morning to you first. So good morning, Margaret McKegg. Thank you for being such a...
I still think this is so cool.
Well, yeah, but I get nervous when I look at the monitor because I'm not supposed to look at the monitor, so...
Oh, well, whatever.
So here I am not looking at the monitor.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, and Inika says, good morning, everyone, with 3 exclamation points. Oh, sorry, back that up. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
3 exclamation points. Happy Baby Friday. It is kind of liberating to not have to read through the emojis, although I will say what appears on my phone is a little bit more colorful than what you guys get up
I can't,
on
so we're
the
not allowed to
screen.
look at the screen.
Yeah, I know, but like they're kind of like black and white there, and here I've got color, so
all right.
If only you could see what I see. But good morning to you, Inika. Steve Childs, Steve, GMAHABF, and because we now live in each other's heads, I'll give you good morning all, have a great Baby Friday. You don't challenge me anymore. What's that about? Like now he's going to break my brain.
Yeah, she's dropped it. She's dropped it.
She's getting cocky, ladies and gentlemen.
Snidey has entered the building.
So, and of course, you know, the coffee, you can see it up there, rocking the horns. That's
Love the
Steve.
Horns.
Good morning to you. Well, wherever you can put your thumb is good. What's that?
Wherever I can put my thumb is good?
Well, in terms of the placement of your fingers.
Oh, okay. Who's next?
Oh, she got to come in with that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Innuendo, double entendre.
I don't even know what the definition of innuendo is.
You're going to make me speak French in a minute. All right, Debbie Doucette says, morning all, have a super day with a a veritable plethora of emojis.
I love the word plethora, by the way.
I know. Veritable plethora. Vino Humalamaki, good morning on this Baby Friday. Good morning to you, Vino. And thank you for watching. Kimberly says, good morning all, with the little pink cheek smiley. Kimberly, thank you for correcting me on Sean, because you know I like to be accurate, particularly.
I like that name for a girl a lot.
Yes.
Get a dog.
Oh, Mark Jordan. Hello, all. I've been out to Pancake Bay. I think Heidi's first job. Actually, not Heidi's first job, but certainly one of the more pleasant recollections that I have. I did work the gatehouse at Pancake Bay Provincial Park summers while I was in university.
Nice.
Lived with a lovely family out there while I was at it, the Corbetts.
Hello, Corbetts, if you're watching.
Yes.
Send us a message.
I do think Shane says he watches from time to time, so I'm going to challenge you, Shane. Are you watching today? Hello to you, sir.
Hang on one second. We have to go to a commercial. There's a little bit of a technical issue we need to deal with. We'll be right back after this commercial break. Don't go anywhere.
First Local, supported by Rick Mooney, sales representative for Street City Realty. Sold, the sign you want, Rick, the realtor you need.
First Local, supported by Tammy Ovey. Are you looking for an agent who confidently knows the culture and community of Sault Ste. Marie? Call Tammy Ovey, 705-971-0171.
Don't click it, Mike. It's a scam.
Oh, hi, Voice of Reason. It looks legit.
Don't click. Listen to your voice of reason before you act.
I deleted it.
Canada.ca/BScamSmart can help.
First Local, supported by Tenaris Algoma Tubes. Kickstart your career. Tenaris is rapidly growing in Sault Ste. Marie and looking for individuals interested in rewarding production and technician roles. If you are ready for a progressive career opportunity with benefits in advanced manufacturing, then please send your resume to resumes@tenaris.com.
We are at war with a virus, and healthcare troops and first responders are on the front line fighting it every day. Let's join the fight by staying home. Staying home is not a retreat. It's the most brave and aggressive weapon we have against this enemy. Because when we do stay at home, we help prevent overwhelming our hospitals while buying time for our scientists to find the vaccine. And that is how we beat it.
Welcome back. It is Thursday, August 12th. Into social media we go.
Okay, Evelyn McColeman says good morning to you all. Good morning, Evelyn. Linda Catherine Reed. Hello, Linda. Thank you for popping in. Love to see your name. Good morning, ladies. Good morning, to you. Chris Bridges. Ooh,
okay, here we go.
Good morning, everyone. Fun fact for today.
What is it?
Filmmaker I can't talk today.
Who is it?
Cecil B. DeMille was born on this day in 1881.
1881.
Yes.
I know a few things that happened in 1881.
I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. DeMille.
Yeah.
Yes. Have a great Baby Friday with a smile, and
thank you, Chris.
Happy Baby Friday to you, Chris. Joseph Bertrand, it's going up today, Mon ami. Gonna send you the link. Yes. Have a wonderful day, everyone. You have a wonderful day, and you need to have a wonderful day because of all the good work that you do. Steve Childs.
You challenged him. Is that what happened? Is that what's happening right now? Because I can't read that far.
I don't know. He said, so we've got two flames.
That's crazy.
Let the truth be known, followed by two flames. Yes.
I am impressed.
All right. Okay. Linda Gloria Goulet, or Goulet, depending on how you want to pronounce that.
Entertaining.
Good morning, she says, watching from North Bay, Ontario.
Hey, North Bay. Hello,
well, good morning, North Bay. How fun.
I like your name. I always sound like you wear a fur coat. You sound so
Does that mean that is that actually your name, or are you alluding to pleasant times that you've spent in Goulet?
It just sounds, it rolled off the tongue so well.
It does.
Linda Gloria Goulet.
Hi, I'm Linda Gloria Goulet.
Oh, I like
All right, yeah, for sure.
Squirrel moments all over the place today. Thanks for hanging in, guys.
Giselle Tchaikovsky. Yes, happy Baby Friday, everyone. Hello, Giselle. Happy Baby Friday to you. Tony Mancuso, good morning, everyone. Looks like it's going to be a fantastic day. A great kickoff to Baby Friday and the Midway. That's right, the Midway is going down today.
Oh, well, what happened? Oh, I'm not going to say it. I was going to say, well, what happened to the rain on Midway?
So now we know what happened yesterday. The weather was just responding to the setup of the Midway at the Pee Wee.
We were just getting it out of the way. Getting it out of the way. Oh my God.
Yeah. Oh,
Teddy
what
bears
was
everywhere.
the only emoji I'm allowed to speak to now? The sun coming up between two great huge tracts of land.
Tony, thanks for
yeah, so, and it's there twice, but I'm not going to say it twice. That's just overkill. That's ridiculous.
Tony, she called you ridiculous.
No. That is absolutely not what I just did. Okay, and that's it. I will continue to drag the void just to see if anybody's out there flailing.
Oh, there's one more on the screen there. Matt and Ruth. They're your friends, right?
Good morning. Good morning, Ruth. She says, good morning, finally awake on time. Great show today. Thanks, love. It really means a lot to me that you watch. Ruth is in and of herself quite brilliant. Yes. And as beautiful as she is brilliant, flaming red hair and ivory skin. She's gorgeous.
Beauty. Well, thank you for watching, beautiful. Okay, so like I said, what's the appropriate age to get your kid a cell phone? What would you think is the appropriate age? I know you've got 2 daughters. I've got 2 sons.
I did get Sophia one for her 12th birthday.
12, okay. What age do you think that's the appropriate? So after 10, correct?
I would say after 10.
Because some people are like, you know,
my opinion,
your kids are saying, Mama, Dada, cell phone. Like, I mean, it's not that soon. We can slow down a little bit on this. But majority of Ontario parents surveyed say children, survey says,
ding,
13 years of age.
Okay, so I was close.
Yes.
So I probably would have had the number 2 answer.
Yeah. And maybe off by like one person, it still would have been one of the favorites.
That's right. There you go.
Hundo P.
I'm good with that.
Hundo P. The survey found that 78% of Ontario parents agree that cell phones do have that safety benefit, and yes, they do. For school-age children, a recent survey by the Mobile Shop finds, I need to put my glasses on, finds 78% of parents in Ontario agree cell phones need to go to children of the school age. So 13 would be what, grade 8?
No, I think so.
Yeah, around there. 70% think kids should have their phones by the time they are 13. The poll also found that more than 2/3 of Canadians agree cell phones are beneficial for high schoolers. Well, yeah, I mean, I don't even think that's even up for debate. But yeah, I thought it was interesting what you guys consider, what everyone considered the appropriate age for someone to have, for your child to have a cell phone.
Well, and I think though, as we also have to kind of factor in, you know, the point at which parents know their kids, because, you know, somebody who is maybe, you know, mature enough to accept the responsibility and to be aware and cognizant of the significant safety concerns that are present with the use of you know, electronic devices and accessing social media. I mean, just because Sophia has a cell phone doesn't mean I grant her unfettered access to everything. Yeah. But some kids are mature to a point where you know that you have that understanding. So, you know, as always, parents, you know your child best.
Yeah.
Guidelines are guidelines, but you know your child. So,
okay, speaking of what's best, the government has put out what's best for people coming in and out international travels.
Yep.
Airline Association is applauding the creation of vaccine passports if you're flying internationally.
Okay.
This is just hot off the presses.
Yes.
The Canada's Airline Association says it's pleased to see the federal government implementing this vaccine passport for international travel. Mike McNaney is the president and CEO of National Airlines Council, and he said a standardized digital certification of vaccine status is absolutely critical to restart the country's travel and tourism sectors. What are you giving me that look for?
McNaney.
The federal government announced the passport system late yesterday, but they just put this out this morning. Minister Marco Mendoncino said that the digital pass will include data on the type of vaccine received and the dates and the locations to where they were given.
Okay. Signed Heidi's doctor.
I got me the vaccination.
Yeah, I got me the vaccination. It's all good. It's all good.
Doctor. That's classic, Heidi. Classic. That's going to be classic.
Now, we did talk about, did you already talk about the Miss Beehive? Yeah, you did, didn't you? You're stealing my stories, you saucy
I did not.
vixen.
It has a C next to it. That's my name.
What?
Oh, no, we're going to get to that. Okay, well, why don't we throw to a commercial?
Tobacco? What do you think?
Never mind. We go to a commercial. We'll come back with Heidi's interview she did yesterday with Jean, who is a personal friend of Tony Esposito, who passed away yesterday from prostate cancer. Sad day for Sault Ste. Marie.
Yep.
Sad day for the NHL. We'll be right back.
First Local, supported by
The Refinery, the leader in women's fitness and transformations. 624 Wellington Street West in Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario. Call 705-255-8895 for more information. First Local, supported by United Way. Help make your community a better place. Show your local love and donate today. Good morning and welcome back to First Local Mornings with Colette and Heidi. It is Thursday, August the 12th, affectionately known around here as Baby Friday. Given that the Midway is in town, I feel the need to talk to Craig some more to understand just what the weather will be like for this, because ordinarily it comes in May. Now it's here in August, so let's hope that the weather trend is going to change. Talk to me about that, Craig.
Well, this might be a good luck week for the Midway because we have sun in the forecast for the next 5-6 days. So what's going on there? We got rid of the rain yesterday as the carnival was being set up, and now it's all going to be smooth. Speaking of rain, we picked up 34 millimeters of rain yesterday within 2 hours. That's about this much. So that's a lot of rain in 2 hours, but we have no rain, no thunderstorms, and no tornadoes in our forecast for today. We'll take a look at the 12-hour forecast. We're just seeing sun. We may see a little bit of cloudiness roll back in this afternoon just as that low pressure system exits. We get that wraparound cloud, but there's no rain in those clouds, so nothing to worry about there. And we're just sitting pretty for the next several days for sun and just warming temperatures. We may see some storms roll back in late next week, but that's still a week away. That's your weather right now. We will send it back to Heidi and Colette, and we'll be back at 5 o'clock with your next weather update.
Thank you, Craig. We appreciate that. So you've heard Craig. It's going to be beautiful and sunny for the next 4 to 5 days. So get out there and enjoy those days. We did need that rain, so that was it was nice to have that that change. But the Colette weather, I guess, is gone for a little bit.
Well, sometimes it takes a thunderstorm to clear the pressure.
Well, let's hope it clears the air.
Okay.
Like I said yesterday, we did come into work finding out about Tony Esposito passing away.
Yeah.
We don't need to do an introduction or a highlight reel of Tony Esposito. What you do need to know is that he won the Rookie of the Year. He won the Vezina Trophy twice. He helped the Chicago Blackhawks to several championships. He was there for his entire career, almost, I believe, about 13 years. So take it away from there.
I did reach out to Gene Ubriaco, who is in and of himself a significant presence in the world of hockey.
Yeah.
Even up to this point, he continues to be actively involved in the AHL as the coach of the Chicago Wolves. I was able to speak with Gene. He was very gracious, a lifelong friend, of course, of Tony Esposito, as well as a longtime colleague. And he related so many wonderful stories with regards to Tony Esposito, both the player we talked about, because, Gene himself has been a coach in the NHL. He did. I asked for his perspective on Tony from a coaching perspective and what was exciting about his play. But you could certainly see the emotion in Gene in expressing the significance of this loss, and
a huge loss.
Very cool that all three, because of course Tony and Phil, the brothers, and Gene were connected all throughout their lives. And he even I did read a story where the two brothers did end up playing opposite each other in an NHL game, and the score ended up tied, and the parents called, I think it was Phil, and they said, how did it go? How did he do? Because it was Tony's first game, and Phil said, well, he did great, you know, he said he got second star, and he said, and that's only bad because I got first. So
that's funny.
So yeah, you know, when you're brothers and you know each other's game that well, you can do those sorts of things.
Cool, eh?
But
yeah,
so you know, if you have a chance, do go check out the interview. It's kind of cool to talk to somebody who has that unique perspective, and can speak to him as a player as well as a friend. So significant loss in the world of hockey.
Yeah, that was an awesome interview yesterday. Thank you for that, and thank you, Jean, for participating in that interview. And
short notice too.
Oh yeah, it was awesome. Okay, so as we know, unfortunately, Alex Trebek did pass away.
Yes.
But they have to replace him, and they have named 2 replacements. Do you want to
I didn't know this. Who?
Well, look what I've just pulled out of my back pocket.
Who?
You told me to put my thumb. Blossom, because I can't really say her name properly. Mayim Bialik.
Bialik.
Yes,
Oh.
Bialik.
Mayim
She
Bialik.
is known for her high level of intelligence, by the way.
Yes.
She didn't just play a nerd on TV. She actually is a nerd. She's got a very high IQ. As well as Mike Richards. They are the new Jeopardy hosts. This was announced officially yesterday. Sony named them a permanent host as a replacement to our Canadian TV legend Alex Trebek. Let's talk a little bit about these two. So, Bialik is known for her lead role as Amy Farrah Fowler. You ever watched Big Bang Theory?
I've watched some episodes.
Oh, so funny. Amy Farrah Fowler, who is an absolute genius, like I said, and that is not too far off for actual fact. For her work on the Big Bang Theory, she's done tons of stuff in the past. And I'm just trying to get some more information on this Mike Richards. Mike Richards, it says, kicked off season 38 as full-time host of Jeopardy. Well, Jeopardy's primetime and spin-off series include the upcoming all-new Jeopardy National College Championship is set to air next week. There he is right there. She looks very pretty there, doesn't she?
So they have 2 hosts now.
Yeah.
That seems a lot, doesn't it?
Well, I mean,
like,
big shoes to fill. I guess they need to double them up.
Certainly, yes.
Yeah, I mean,
yes.
he was amazing. So a series of guest hosts have been taking a turn at Jeopardy at the moment, like during this past season, including journalist Katie Couric.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Green Bay Packers quarterback Aaron Rodgers.
Okay. Isn't he the guy who took a knee?
I'm just taking a knee to even reading that. I mean, how do you follow up Katie Couric?
Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah,
Aaron Rodgers. Okay, well,
anyways, things to make it
great.
Anyway, that is your news there for Jeopardy, because I love Jeopardy and I'd love to be on Jeopardy. What else do you have today? Why don't you talk about that John Lennon piece? You got that?
I have it right here. I was just going to.
You feel that?
Okay. Oh, and there is the email. So if you want to send us, pictures or events, you just want to reach out. Love to hear from you on tvfirstlocal@gmail.com. I have to look at the screen because I can never remember.
I can't.
It just does not stick for me. I don't know.
Why?
I think it's because my brain is full, like literally full of factoids and, useless information that is really only put out for, dinner conversation.
I'd like to hear your useless information in the last 3 minutes that we have.
Well, this is
I don't think it's useless.
This is kind of cool.
Oh, right, John Lennon. I don't think
so there is recently has been put out, with regards to Woodstock. So certainly we know Woodstock defined a generation in the summer of 1969, but not long after Woodstock, Toronto made a music festival, put forward a music festival, made its own noise with the likes of John Lennon, Little Richard, and the Doors.
Oh, who?
In
Just
Toronto.
those guys?
Whatever. You want to impress me?
Wow.
Come on.
The Doors,
Okay.
the Doors,
So
though.
filmmakers now say that work is underway on Rock and Roll Revival, a documentary named after the one-day Canadian festival that took place on September 13th, 1969. Which they call the second most important event in rock and roll history.
Okay.
So it was held at University of Toronto's Varsity Stadium, and it remained in the shadow of the more famous Woodstock weekend. However, its story is rife with drama. The event did seem to be headed for disasters when ticket sales fell short of expectations despite the stellar lineup. So this led the young concert promoter John Brower to invite Lennon on a whim in hopes that he might save the show. So Lennon did turn up, and not only did he turn up, he brought Yoko.
She rolled her eyes.
For his first set without the Beatles. Okay, so this was his first gig without
Okay.
the Beatles.
All right.
So he and Yoko played alongside the Plastic Ono Band. Other performers that day included Chuck Berry, Jerry Lee Lewis, Bo Diddley, Alice Cooper, and Eric Clapton.
What? Eric Clapton, though, how do you not go there?
You know, so
That's awesome.
The last thing I'll say, because I know you've got breaking news. Rock and Roll Revival is directed by Rob Chapman, who previously made the Who the F is Arthur Fogel about the influential music industry veteran.
Thank you.
So, this is posted to our website. This is a really entertaining read. Check that out.
Well, I got another entertaining read for you. The Toronto Maple Leafs is coming out with a docu-series, and it's a behind-the-scenes look at the 2020-2021 season, which, well, I mean, I think it's great. I mean, you get to hear what they're saying in the change rooms. You get to see the players. Hockey fans will be able to glimpse behind the curtains, and because it was such an unusual hockey year, well, whatever. Guess whatever floats your boat, floats your boat. This one floats mine. And so this is coming out. It's called All or Nothing, and Will Arnett is the host from Arrested Development, and he's funny, and so are we, and we'll see you tomorrow on Friday. Yes. Oh, now you agree with me. Now she wants to agree with me.